First and foremost, I want to say to all women of color, especially my dark-skinned ladies, because I've dealt with this a lot personally, like within my own family. I want to say this first. I want to say that I do sympathize with dark-skinned women. I do understand y'all struggle. I hate that it has to be against our own kind. I really hate that. And I do see y'all struggle. I do see that things could be more difficult for y'all. Jobs, dating, all of the above, all of it. I do see that, and I want you guys to know I see it, and I do sympathize with you guys. But when we're having conversations and topics like this, we both, and I'm saying we as me being light-skinned, because somebody watching this video is going to classify me as a light-skinned black woman.
Definitely.
And I don't think I'm light-skinned.
Me either.
I have seen tons of African American women, black women that are way brighter than me. Let me just say that first, okay? Way brighter than me. But somebody in watching this video is going to classify me as a light-skinned woman, and I will take that. I'll take that. But what I want you to also be clear on is that I'm black. Okay? We're black. And the same struggle that you go through, I go through. It may not be to the level at which you're going through it, but know and understand, I do go through it as well. Okay? So that's when we're talking about colorism and things like that, we have to have an understanding on both sides. We have to be able to relate to each other on both sides and have more understanding, because that's the only way we're going to get through this whole colorism thing. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Mandie.
And I'm Courtney.
Thank you guys for coming over and watching another video with us. So on this channel, we are a mother-daughter team, and we like to discuss trending topics. The reason why we created this channel is because of our age gap. There's an 18-year difference between us, and she views things differently than I view things. And I could have, more than likely, I probably was the same way when I was her age, but since I'm older, I'm more sensible. Okay. In today's video, we're going to be talking about colorism, which seems to be a very trending topic at the moment. So we're going to get into it, and we're going to talk about it.
The definition, it says discrimination against individuals with dark skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnicity or racial group. Example, colorism within the black community has been a serious emotional and physiological battle. That's the example they provide.
And we're not just talking about colorism pertaining to hair, texture, type, X, Y, Z. We're talking about colorism pertaining to skin tone, pertaining to privilege, okay, pertaining to opportunity, and dating. We're going to talk about those. Yes. Should we write that down? What brought us to this topic? Because we've been talking about different topics, and this was brought up, and the reason why it was brought up is because there was a particular YouTube video that came out maybe about 3 weeks ago. And the girl was, I cannot think of her name, but anyway, she was reviewing a hair product, and if I can find the clip, I will put it in, and so you guys can just get like a snippet of it. But she was reviewing a hair product, and she mentioned that her mom, the girl is biracial. Allegedly, I don't know her like that. I don't even watch her channel like that, but I think she's biracial, and I think the mom is black. Okay, and it was all around. Like, I think it was it on, I think it was on Spirit World on Instagram. I don't know if it was on the Shade Room.
No, I don't think it was on the Shade Room.
It wasn't on the Shade Room. Okay. But anyway, so she got a lot of, she said that her mom said that she was lucky to have good hair.
Yeah, I'm excited to use these products and see how they work. Also, my mom is black, so she really has, I was blessed with my texture and type of hair. My mom actually really has African American hair. Don't take this the wrong way, sis. My mama got naps, okay? And she be struggling trying to find the right products for her hair because she is natural. I don't be complaining about my hair because I don't do much to it.
I don't think the word nappy is horrible. My hair can get nappy, and that's just the honest the honest truth. My hair can get nappy.
Okay.
And I don't take offense to someone telling me my hair might be no. I don't take offense to someone that's in my community telling me my hair nappy. Now, somebody,
when you say community, you mean like family?
Oh, black people.
Black people. Okay.
I wouldn't be offended.
Okay.
Because that's just my truth. It can get nappy. Like, I have natural hair. Been natural for at least over 10 years for sure.
Oh yeah.
Been natural a long time. And I've had different stages. Like, I've had it to where my hair was the length of this hair straightened, and now I cut it. So I know both sides of it, and I feel like at most times my hair was nappy and it was hard to manage, which is why I cut my hair, because I just found myself going to someone else to do things that I should be able to do myself. But I'm not offended with the word nappy. Why people was offended with that? Because, you know, she had like that Lauren, no, what's that girl name?
Lori
Harvey
look.
hair. Like,
yeah.
She looked like Lori Harvey,
Yeah,
okay?
she does.
And like, it's like the light skin with the straight hair, and I'm like, okay, but like, are we getting perms? Because if you getting a perm, then 9 times out of 10,
She said, "Mama had nappy. Lord bless the mama, bless you, mama." Okay, and bless her. She had to been my child. But anyway, so this girl got a lot of backlash. Okay, and there was one particular YouTube video, backlash video that I saw, and this YouTuber was going in on that girl. Like, I felt. Did you watch it? Cause I sent it to you.
I've seen worse going in videos. I didn't think she was going in.
And that's where we differ, okay? That's where we differ.
Rights.
That's where we differ. Anyway, this girl was going in on this YouTuber, and I felt like she was pretty harsh. I was like, you know, she talked about the hair, and she was like saying that more black women or dark-skinned girls basically need to stand up, or girls with like 4C hair, whatever. I'm just paraphrasing it. I'm not saying what she said verbatim, word for word. But basically she was like, you know, we need to stop taking this shit from light-skinned girls or girls with good hair. She called her hair like stringy. She said that she was cursed. Like, she just went on, and I feel like there's a limit to that. I feel like, yeah, you have the right to say what you want to say. You have the right to defend, you know, your skin tone and your hair, but I think there's a line that was crossed where it, to me, became pretty bad. But I felt like she crossed the line, especially when she said that the girl was cursed, because I guess she feel like because she had good hair, she was saying that people with 4C type hair is cursed. And I don't know, when you gotta be careful what you say with your tongue, because there is power in words, and two wrongs don't make a right. Yeah, I feel like the first YouTuber who talked about her mama hair, she should have deleted that from the video, because as YouTubers, we control what we edit and put in a video. And I felt like, number one, she disrespected her mom. That's your mom. She gave birth to you. I would not even say that. Let's talk about the roast that she got. I sent you that video, and that girl roasted her. Now,
I don't think she roasted her.
She read her
but
to feel.
Let's not
She cooked her.
People are out here roasting people. Period. It is a roasting culture that we live in. Look at the Shade Room.
But she took it too far.
I think you talking about the curse thing. The only reason the curse thing even came up because she basically trying to make it seem like people with nappy hair was cursed. Like I think she said her mom felt that way or something. It came along the lines of that. And basically the girl reversed it and said that she was cursed because she had box braids in her head for 4 days and her hair was falling out.
Like her hair is damaged or something like
Due
that.
to box braids for 4 days.
Yeah.
So that she basically was flipping it and was like, you're cursed because who can't keep box braids in for 4 days? Big move. I didn't think it was that much. I didn't take offense to it.
I didn't take offense to it, but I did think that she crossed the line. They got an old saying. Old folks used to say it all the time.
Please. Is it, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
I was going to say,
fine.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Okay.
Two wrongs don't make a right. Do you necessarily attack another sister? Even though she said some foul stuff, the thing of it is, do you go low? When she went low, do you go low too? No, you don't go low. There's so many other things she could have said. There's so many other things she could have. She could have eased back on it a little bit, took her foot off the gas. I don't feel like she should have said that girl was cursed, because there's power in the tongue. When you say things, you have to be careful about what you say. The one thing I think we all can agree on when it comes to hair is that our hair is very special. Nobody else, no other ethnicity or race can do what our hair can do. And there's always been a something magical about Black women's hair. We've always held it to high regard and high esteem. We learned that from, passed down from great-grand to mama to niece to whatever. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Black women hair, they've made movies, they've made documentaries, they've had so much to say about a Black woman's hair. And it's only us that have a problem with our hair. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Low key. I'm gonna tell you why we have a problem with our hair. I'm gonna tell you why we have a problem.
I know why we have. It's not just us though who have a problem with our hair.
It's men. It's Black men.
It's corporate America too, which is why I kind of lean more towards the lady who going offside, because it's like, ma'am, do you know how hard the African American community has been working for our hair to be accepted, from dreads to froze, because people in corporate America think that our natural hair, how it grows out of our head, is nappy and unprofessional. And I do say, like I said, the word nappy don't bother me, but let's just say they think how our hair grow out of our head is unprofessional, even though we can have it slicked back and in a puff. You know, we put work into it to make it look more manageable. It's still nappy to them. So I just feel like for the other girl to come on YouTube to talk about hair products for black hair and do that. I could see why it frustrated her so much, because it's like, just talk about the products. You did not have to get into the whole, oh, you know, my mom said my hair is so great with glue. You could just get into the products.
I think it frustrated people because, like I said in the beginning, as YouTubers, we edit our own videos, and for her to not edit that out the video, I feel like she left it there purposely. And you got to be conscious about stuff. Be ready for the backlash. I'm not saying old girl who came with the backlash video was wrong. Let me be clear with y'all, because somebody watching this video is gonna say that I'm taking the original, the YouTuber that caused the offense, like I'm taking her side. I'm not taking her side. I felt like she was wrong, for not editing that part out of her video, and I feel like the other YouTuber that came for her, that read her rights, went too far. So that's what I'm saying. Neither one was wrong, neither one was right. I just feel like that things could have been done to prevent the backlash that she got. And it just wasn't from that one YouTuber. She got a lot of backlash from a lot of other YouTubers, and rightly deserved, because you could have edited out of your video. But on the topic of hair, I feel like a lot of black women know that they know the importance of their crown, aka their hair, but it becomes a struggle sometimes, like you say, because of corporate. And I can talk on that, because at one point when I was dreadlocking my hair, I used to have dreadlocks, sister locks, as a matter of fact. For 8 years I had sister locks, and when I first started them, they were very messy because my hair is fine. It took almost 2 years for my hair to really lock, okay? And so it would be messy, it would be unraveled, it wouldn't always be neat. But I was the first black, at that time, I was the only black woman in my office, number one. Number two, I was a black woman with dreadlocks, okay? With dreadlocks. And the white people would call them braids. I would have to correct them and be like, no, they're dreadlocks, okay? And for those of you that are going to ask, why did I get rid of them? It's because I wore them for almost 9 years and I was ready for something different. But I'm still natural under here. Now, hair and men is very, very, this is going to be a trigger warning. Like people say, I'm going to trigger somebody. And if you're a man, a black man, you're probably going to be triggered. I feel like black women are picked on a lot when it comes to our hair and our look as a whole. Because let's be clear, we are trendsetters, period. We are trendsetters. White women are now doing things to their hair that we got picked on and talked about for doing.
And not just white women, all races
outside of black culture, community. Yes, are doing it, and it's okay now. It's cool, it's trendy, it's blah blah blah. It's fashion. But when we was doing it back in the day, we was called ghetto. And nobody wanted to deal with us. Like, oh, you ghetto, you wearing them long nails, you're ghetto, you wearing them braids, you're ghetto.
And to this day, this is a little history about me. In college, for 4 years, I was in an organization that was strictly about black hair called Natural Vanity. Okay, like that was my organization, and like it just taught me a lot about hair. And it's like, even then, we work in corporate jobs, and even then I be feeling like they be looking at me like I'm ghetto, because I'm gonna wear my hair. Like, not too long ago, I had the cornrows, I had a design, that whole little heart thing that's going on right now. Like, I had that. I just feel like every time certain communities see us wear something different that they not used to is deemed ghetto. But me personally, I don't care. I still be rocking the nails. These shorter. My nails was just long. If you go back to that last video, it was long. But I have to do me. I have to do me.
One thing I will say on a positive note, it's a big ship turning slow with corporate America accepting African American hairstyles, braids, dreadlocks, etc. I do see the change, and I saw it with my company being the first to do it. Nobody, to be honest with y'all, nobody really said anything negative to me. You know, they were calling them braids even though they were locks. That didn't bother me. Nobody ever went out. If they said anything about my hair, they said it behind my back. They know. I guess I just have a presence about me as a black woman where, you know, you can't say certain things to me. And I love that about myself because, you know, I'm in my hair and my fashion and everything ultimately is an expression of who I really am. It's an expression. So I think that corporate America, a lot of major companies are actually being more open to black hairstyles. So kudos to them. But let's get on these men. Let's get on these men. And more so the brothers. And here's where sometimes black men can make us feel bad about our hair, i.e. wearing braids, wearing wigs, wearing weave, wearing a different texture of hair that's not our own. Yeah, we gonna get into that because we had a big discussion about that once before.
I didn't even tell you this. So last
Well, hold on before you tell your story. This is where we are now seeing eye to eye on this.
On the men.
On the men part. We're seeing eye to eye on it because what we've noticed is, and I'm pretty sure if you're a black woman and you wear weave and X, Y, Z and you're single or whatever, you've probably noticed it too. But what we've noticed is when we go out and we're rocking our natural hairstyle, we don't really pull. We don't really get that attention.
I get compliments.
We get compliments.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, I love it,
but as far as them like trying to like talk or check for you or, you know, get to know you now. But let us rock a wig or a weave or something that is not even close to our own texture hair, stringy, like this. We pulling out the wood. People coming out the woods trying to holler.
Last time we went out when we recorded that video, we didn't pay for no drinks,
nothing.
But let me have my natural hair.
It would have been. I think it would have been totally different. And that's
compliments like that. The only time I ever got compliments was when I first cut my hair and it was super short, and I only feel like because nobody was rocking that. Like I did it around this time. Nobody really cutting their hair like in the winter time when it get cold.
Yeah.
So I mean, it did like bring out certain features and stuff like that. But
I'm glad you cut your hair because now you know it's gonna grow back. If you didn't like the cut, you can always grow it back. But at least the question is no longer a question about it. You've done it. You've been there. Now you can grow it out if you want to or whatever. But that's what disappoints me about the brothers, you know, and I would have conversations with my friends about dating because I am single at the moment, and I feel like too many times I have conformed myself to be something different than what I am to attract a guy. And I'm mostly talking about me being in my natural state, like my natural hair, and things like that. And they don't want it. They don't. Now, not everybody now. It's some black men out there love women with natural hair. They will tell you that they would prefer you wear your natural hair versus wearing wigs, etc. There's some white men. There's some white men that date black women and prefer to see the black woman in her natural state. But there is a majority of black men that don't care for natural hair. And I will tell you, I dated a guy who told me when I was rocking my locks, he told me he did not like to date women with dreadlocks. He said,
same thing.
Hold on.
Same
He
thing.
said that locks looked dirty, and it was just an excuse for women to wear locks or braids because they didn't want to take the time out to comb their hair. And he didn't like that. Fast forward, he's currently married to a black woman with dreadlocks.
I know
Yes,
you are.
I am not lying. I am not lying.
See, that be the cap.
Yeah,
The same thing.
yeah,
Same
cap.
thing though. Like, same thing. I'm dating someone right now, and they told me they told me they don't normally talk. Cause when we met, that's when I had cut my hair and it was short. Probably it was like what, 3 inches.
Nah, your hair at least 5. The
Okay.
shrinkage was real.
The shrinkage was real.
Yeah, your hair was at least 5.
It was. But when it was like product and stuff in it, it was looking short. He was like, he don't date women with short hair. Just last weekend, we was together and we was watching this show, and he said, man, like, I hate that girl hair, and she had a wig. And I was like, well, dang, if you don't like her hair, then you don't like mine. You don't like my hair. Hair is like this. And he was like, I don't.
He didn't like what?
My wig.
He didn't like the wig. He liked the natural.
He said he not a fan of wigs.
But he prefer you in your natural state.
I guess. But I'm like,
Okay.
I'm gonna wear this wig regardless.
Period. Because it's a protective.
It's not. It doesn't look natural.
Well,
We'll pay for it.
yeah.
No,
there are wigs out there that look like your shit coming through the scalp.
But
And you,
$800.
I was gonna say 1,000. If he wanna, you know what I'm saying, pay for
Nah,
it,
but-
cool. But that's my issue with black women and men. And let me just touch on the whole Nicki Minaj situation. And what was going on there. I think she was defending another artist that was, I guess, kind of looking like a black woman. I don't necessarily think the woman was portraying herself to be a black woman, a light-skinned black woman, but she was looking a little black. They all do it now. Kim Kardashian do it. All the Kardashian girls do it except for Kendall and Kourtney. Them the only two that don't really do stuff like that. Here's my take on other cultures doing, having black hairstyles and X, Y, Z. I don't have a problem with it. But give credit where credit is freaking due. Okay? Give credit where credit is due. If you're going to rock braids and you're going to post a picture of yourself and Bo Derek, who's a white woman rocking braids, it's a no. Okay? It's a no for me. Post yourself and post a picture of a black woman rocking braids, because that's where it comes from. It originates from Africa. It's an African hairstyle. So that's my thing. Like, if you're going to do that, give us the credit, baby, because we the ones jumped it off. We the ones started it. So don't do it, you know what I'm saying? And then you want to think, oh, it came, because I see a lot of young white girls rocking black hairstyles. And they looking at Kim Kardashian because she did it, and they think that it originated, it started with Kim Kardashian. It didn't start with her. You know what I'm saying? It didn't start with her. Give us our props. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna, because trust me, there's a lot of things that other races do that I've incorporated. Not a lot, but it's some things that I've incorporated into it.
They talk about weave.
It's a lot of things that I have picked up from other cultures, and trust and believe, if I got it from another culture, I'm going to let it be known. I'm not going to take credit for it. I'm going to say this is where it originated. And that's all I want. That's all I ask for. It's like, okay, you're going to cop my style? Then give me my credit. Don't just cop it and then you would be like all nonchalant about it, like, oh, whoa, and put another picture up of a white one here. If you want to put a picture up of Indian, Native American, fine with me. But you know what I'm saying? Build us up. Build us up, because there's so many things that black women have been torn down for: hair, nails, lashes, having big booties. No, seriously.
I know.
Having big booties, which
but
is
it's a trend.
It's a trend with something that we have naturally as African American women. We are naturally, voluptuous and curvy. And now we have other races going out and getting BBLs. And, back in my day when I was growing up, let me tell y'all, it was not cute to be a size 10, 12, 14. That you was considered fat when I was growing up. Back when I was growing up, people strive to be 4s, 2s, 4s, and 6s. Okay, that was it. Like, if you want to kill a runway, they not putting you on a runway and you a size 10. You're considered to be fat. Now the tables have turned, and now women doing things to put on weight, because that's the trend now, is being big, being voluptuous, being thick. That's like the end thing. But that's kind of like where our generation is different. And being an older woman, I still would not care to put anything in my ass. Get Botox. I know y'all gonna say black don't crack. I know that y'all gonna put that in the comments. Somebody typing it right now. Yes, boo. I know black doesn't crack, but it droops. Okay, we get saggy. Okay, and so sometimes I do a little Botox, and I have gotten a little filler in my lips, and a lot of black women are doing that now. Getting filler. I don't know if they really doing Botox, but they're getting filler to have fuller lips. And so I started doing that mess freaking, 20 years ago? 15? I've been getting filler in my lips for over 10 years. So, that is nothing new to me. But my bottom line is, if you're going to cop our style, give us props. That's all I'm saying. And maybe that will in turn help black women to feel better about their hair, about their natural body shape, about their skin tone. If people outside of the black race start praising us more and giving us more credit, I think you will see a difference in everything. Not only how we as black women feel about ourselves, but everybody kind of coming together as a whole.
Yeah, so let's transition into that. The skin tone. Okay, the skin tone. First and foremost, the black community, we already have so much we have to fight against outside of our community.
Facts.
And now that we're fighting each other on skin tone, I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand.
You have to go back.
I do understand,
you have to
but
go
I don't.
back and educate yourself on it.
I am educated. I understand they split us up due to this and that. But I'm like,
slavery.
We not in those times anymore. Like, I just feel like what I don't like personally is that it's people out there that don't like me off the rip because I'm lighter than them. And I'm like, I'm black. To other people, other races, it don't matter if I'm lighter than you. They still look at me like they look at you. Black, And for me personally, I feel like I have not received any special treatment or opportunities because I'm lighter. I do understand. But at the same time, I'm just like, that I know of, I haven't experienced any of those. I still get racism. I still get people that treat me differently because I am black. Yes, I am a lighter skin tone. But at the end of the day, I'm black. And other races know that I'm black, especially when I wear my natural hair. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. And just to kind of elaborate on that, about the skin tone. You know, like I said, yeah, we're in a different place, but you gotta understand people's mentality. Even though we're in the year 2021, it's a lot of people mentality that's stuck in the 60s and stuck in the 70s, and they just pass that mess down to their kids. It gets passed on in some shape, form, or fashion. And like I said in the beginning, I'm not blind to the issues that dark skinned black people have. I'm not blind to that. But you know, I think oftentimes you guys don't sympathize with us and black as a whole, that we do go through discriminations as well.
Look at Mulatto. She's light skinned, but she black, and she's getting so much backlash. People always talking about her, making the jokes, oh, you white, you this, you that. And I'm like, that's not cool either. Like, just like y'all get backlash or get teased, or you know, people talk about you about your skin,
we get it too.
And on top of that, I just want to add, I am light. We are light, but at the same time, we are darker than a lunch bag.
We are darker than a brown paper sack, and we've put it to the test.
So I would be outside.
I am darker than a brown paper sack.
Outside.
Yeah, and why it kind of hits home for me, not to just put all my business out in the street, but I deal with that internally within my own family, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for people to call me light skinned, because when I look at myself in the mirror, I don't see a light skinned person. I see an African American. I don't even like to call myself African American. I'm just saying that for YouTube. But really, truth be told, when I look at myself in the mirror, I see a black woman. I don't even like for people to call me African American. If I had the choice to be called African American or black, I would call me black. Because a lot of times I don't sympathize with my American side, okay? Because all the ish that goes on here in America with racism and X, Y, and Z. But like I said, yeah, we are in a different time, but some people stuck mentally. And because they've been through so much trauma in their lives, they don't know how to love themselves. Trust and believe, if I was the blackest, bluest berry, I would still be hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still going to moisturize my skin, honey. My skin going to be shiny, glistening. I still will rock my weaves and my wigs and my braids or whatever I choose to at the moment. I'm going to love the skin that I am, that I'm in. If I'm healthy, if I'm able to get up and dress myself and feed myself and take care of myself, I'm going to love the skin that I'm in.
And I think dark skin is beautiful.
I think dark skin is
one
beautiful
of a
too.
kind, like
Definitely. And your skin was made especially for you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a protective mechanism. The reason why a lot of us are dark skin is because your background, or you know, your history, more than likely your people lived closer to the equator. And people know, if you studied in science class, you know, the closer you are to the equator, the hotter it is. And when your skin is dark like that, it really protects you from the sun. So people got to understand how special your skin is, you know. And I love to get, right now I think this is the lightest I've ever been, because a lot of us have been inside because of COVID. But I love to tan. I love for my skin to get dark and shiny and glistening and all that, you know. But I think a lot of it is very mental, you know. If you've never, if you didn't grow up, like for me, as she grew up, I felt it important to instill in her loving herself, because nobody instilled that in me. You know, nobody ever said my black was beautiful, my hair is beautiful, my skin tone is beautiful. Like, I didn't get that from my parents or anybody growing up. So when I had my child, I knew it was detrimental to her survival in this country, that I always let her know that she's beautiful no matter what she looked like. And I know a lot of us did not get that growing up. Hence is why we're in the situation we are in today, because we didn't get that type of love. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? I totally understand that 100%. But we're adults now, and it's time to heal, honey. You need to heal yourself. If you have any issues with your skin tone, the way you look, your body shape, you need to explore that and figure out why you feel the way you feel about yourself. Because at the end of the day, you can't love on somebody else if you don't love yourself. It's like, totally important.
You know, for me, in our family, we the lightest one. Everybody darker than us, and I'm used to that. Like, I have told my mom for so long, what have I always told you when it comes to family and kids?
You don't want to be bothered. You don't want to be bothered with family or kids.
No, I said I went to Black King.
Oh yes,
chocolate babies.
She said her babies, her king gonna be black, and she gonna have black babies. But
blackity black.
Blackity black. But if that's what you love, that's what you love.
And all in all, I feel like it starts young.
Yes.
Moms. And I just, cause I've had experiences where, like, I used to work with kids, and it was this dark skinned girl that I attached myself to. She was like extremely dark skinned, very pretty, very beautiful, but she got picked on. People would call her barbecue pig, like all type of stuff in me. Like, she used to always be like, why can't I look like you? Why can't we like you? Why can't I have hair like you? And I just used to be like,
that's sad.
I used to be like, you are beautiful. Like, you are beautiful. You're one of a kind. Like, you know, and I think it started when they young. Like, it's important for you to speak life into your daughters, moms, and dads,
and boys too, and boys.
And I'm like, put your daughter in the mirror, do her hair. Oh, you so pretty. Oh, your hair's so pretty. Like, because when y'all not doing that, it's making it an issue. Like, it's a big issue.
Yeah.
Like, you have to teach your sons and daughters at a very young age about their skin, how it's beautiful, about their hair, how it's beautiful.
Exactly.
Or they just not gonna ever feel that way about themselves.
Yeah,
even at an older age. Like, it's just important.
It's necessary.
And that's probably top tier.
That's top tier. And when I do get my chocolate, blueberry, black grandbabies, I'm gonna instill the same qualities in them that I instilled in my child, because you're beautiful. I don't care what skin tone you come out. Grandma gonna love you regardless, and I'm gonna make sure my grandbaby has self-esteem.
I ain't never not thought I was cute. Even when I was big, I was still pulling.
Yeah. No, so what's the next topic? Somebody's still pulling.
We talked about. Hold on. Oh, that's my reminders. We talked about skin tone, opportunity, hair. Now, last one is dating.
Dating. Oh, well, we kind of touched on the dating a little bit.
I'm not gonna say I'm not open. I am open, but people of other races do not approach me to talk to me. And
they really don't approach me. I think I have a very intimidating look across the board to black men, white men, all kind of men. I have a very intimidating look, so I don't really get approached by men like that. I'm open to dating outside of my race. I don't have a problem with it. And I just recently, over the last couple of years, made that decision. And me and my best friend, who's a black man, we always have conversations about this, and he doesn't necessarily agree with me dating. He thinks that I'm gonna be dating white men exclusively, and I'm like, no. But at a point, I kind of was, because I had to do it, because I needed to see if that was something like a that fit with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I needed to date a white man. Like, I needed for like 6 months. I really needed exclusively to be open to white men, because I needed to see how I would function in that relationship. You know, would we have conversation? Would we have anything in common? You know, how it would feel to bring him around my friends and family, and me come around his friends and family. Like, I needed to do that. Like, I know what it's like dating a black man. I know what it's like dating a black man. Date a black man all my life. I wanted to see for a period of time what it would be like just dating white men exclusively. Like, he was mad about that. He didn't like that. I am open to dating everybody. What I found in my little experimentation was that all men are the same. No matter what skin tone they are, all men are the same. If they have mama issues, they can have mama issues. If they white, they can have daddy issues if they white. They can come from broken homes if they white. They can have all of these traumas if they're white and have never dealt with them traumas. They can have the same issues as black men. Drugs, sex addiction, you name it, okay? You name it. They can have all that just the same as the black man. No. So I looked at it from that point of view. I said, oh, shit. I was dating this one white guy. No, like, this is a funny story. I was dating this one white guy, and we had been talking for like probably a good 2 or 3, probably about a good almost 2 months. And we had a little routine, you know. He would call me when he got to work, because he worked like night shift, and so he would be at home when I would be at work. So we would be texting each other. And this one particular day, he wasn't following schedule. And it was like noon, and I hadn't heard from him. It's like 1 o'clock. I hadn't heard from him. So I called. And I said, hey, you know, is everything okay? How's your day? Blah, blah, blah. He said, oh, yeah, everything is good. He was like, I just want to tell you, I got hit with a fraternity lawsuit, and I had to go to court. And I'm looking like, am I dating a black man or am I dating a white man? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean you got a whole kid? This man that had a whole kid out here that he didn't know about, sleeping with a married woman and got the woman pregnant. Lord. And she slapped his ass with a fraternity lawsuit. And I know that was a bad play on black men, but okay, let's just be honest. We're used to certain situations with our black men in the community. Come on, so don't make me feel bad for what I say, because y'all know it's true. It's a lot of black men out here with multiple baby mamas, with multiple kids. And I just, in my little naive mind, I just never thought I would have been in a situation like that with a white man. But it happened. And so, like I said, at the end of the day, all men are the same. You can get that crap no matter what type of race you're dating. Some men come with issues, and that's just that on that. That's my opinion. But I don't mind. I think black women at some point should explore dating outside of their race. Now, whatever your preference is, that's your preference, baby. More power to you. But you owe it to yourself to explore it, because there's a shortage of black men. There's a sort, and in the next video we're gonna get into is that toxic masculinity that's going around. And unfortunately, I see a lot of that with these young black men. I see a lot of that, and we're gonna talk about that next. That's gonna be next week topic. But the whole colorism thing, it's gonna take time. But I think if people are open-minded to discuss the topics, and not only open-minded, but know that we both in some shape, form, or fashion. All of us have probably more times than one experienced some type of racism. If you're black, it doesn't matter, light skin black, dark skin black, brown, you've experienced some type of racism before in your life, and that's what we all need to remember when we're talking about topics of colorism and things like that. Be open-minded in discussions and get therapy, get help to understand why if you don't like a certain thing about yourself, because it's not going to change. I mean, you can have surgery, you can do skin brighteners, but at the end of the day, when you wake up in the morning, that same person you are on the inside is still going to be there. The same thoughts, the same everything, You're going to look at yourself in the mirror and look different, but that same person going to be in that body. The same spirit is going to be in that body. So, you gotta take the time to heal yourself from traumas and things like that.
Definitely. I would say, if we come together, I said that in the last video, we need to come together as what was we talking about? Women.
As women.
Come together as women. We need to come together as a community. We need to come together as black people. Because we could be so much
black people
powerful.
could rule the world.
If we invested in ourselves and helped our community as much as we help other races. And you talk about that too. Next time we talk about the toxic masculinity. I feel like after that we should do a story time, something more funny. We'll probably do something a little different after we talk about the toxic masculinity. We'll work on something different. Maybe like I want to do the I don't know about you, but maybe if we get wine, but it's like truth or drink. And it's like you only ask questions. It's not a dare, but it's only you ask questions and you either gotta tell the truth or you gotta drink. You get it?
Yes. So you're probably gonna be drunk.
I'm probably gonna tell the truth.
Let's talk about sex then.
Why?
Let the topic be about sex.
If y'all want the topic to be about that,
I want to know.
If y'all want the topic to be about that, then they would have to ask for it in the comments.
Why they gotta ask for it?
Because if they ain't asking, I ain't giving.
See,
I ain't giving that. I ain't want to talk to you about that. I don't know.
That's what I want to talk about. I want to know what the hell going on.
Anyways, thanks for watching.
We didn't do a thumbnail.
I know.
We do one now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment down below, okay? Follow us on Instagram. We have our links in, are they in the description?
They should be in the description.
Okay, we have both our links in the description. Comment, follow us on Instagram. Let us subscribe to the channel, okay? Let us know what topics as a mother and daughter you would like us to talk about. And if it's sex, she said she has to talk about it.
I said they have to comment.
If they commented, then you got to talk about it.
But I need multiple comments, not just one. I need several. Yeah, let's have that conversation. Yeah, I want to have that conversation. Then I'll just be like, okay. But like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow us on the gram.
Follow us. Thank you for watching. Bye. See you in the next video.